Week 6 entry strategies in global markets. Imagine you are the CEO of a fast-growing Filipino brand, let's say Jollibee or Bench, and you're ready to bring your products to another country. How do you enter that market? Do you simply ship your products abroad? Do you find a local partner? Or do you build your own stores from scratch? Each choice comes with different risks, costs, and opportunities. This week, we'll explore the 4 major ways companies enter global markets: exporting, franchising, joint ventures, and foreign direct investment, and analyze how Starbucks used these strategies to become a worldwide coffee giant.
Okay, good day everyone. So welcome to week 6, entry strategies in global markets. Now we are going to focus on Starbucks and expansion strategies to understand this week 6 concept, and that is entry strategies in global markets. When businesses decide to enter foreign markets, they cannot simply copy-paste their domestic strategies. They must carefully select an entry strategy based on cost, risk, control, and long-term goals. Starbucks provide a powerful example of how multinational companies tailor entry modes to different countries, sometimes through licensing and franchising, sometimes through joint ventures, and in other cases through direct investment. For Philippine students, understanding these strategies is critical as many local companies are beginning to internationalize. Let us examine the 4 major entry strategies and tie them to real-life Philippine context. Number 1, exporting. Selling goods and services produced in one country to customers in another. It is the simplest and least costly entry method, though it offers less control over marketing and distribution. Starbucks as an example. Starbucks initially exported coffee beans and equipment before setting up shops abroad, testing markets with minimal risk. In the Philippine example, San Miguel Beer exports to Hong Kong, Singapore, and the US Filipino breweries can test demand abroad without building factories overseas. This allows local companies to build international recognition while minimizing investment risk. Number 2, franchising. A definition: a contractual agreement where a company, call them the franchisor, grants another party, the franchisee, the right to operate under its brand, usually with strict guidelines. It is common in retail and food chains. Starbucks example. In some countries, example the Philippines before 2003, Starbucks used franchising partnerships to enter, partnering with local firms familiar with consumer taste and real estate. In the Philippines, Jollibee expanded globally using franchising. In the US, Middle East, and Guam, franchise partners manage operations while following Jollibee standards. This allows Filipino brands to scale internationally while limiting financial risk. Number 3, joint ventures. Definition: a business arrangement in which 2 or more companies share resources, ownership, and risk to pursue opportunities in a foreign market. Starbucks as an example. Starbucks entered China through a joint venture with local firms, recognizing the complexity of Chinese regulations and consumer culture. Partnering with companies like Beijing Meida helps Starbucks penetrate urban markets quickly. In the Philippines, Metro Pacific Investment Corporation, or MPIC, entered a joint venture with international water and energy companies for projects in Asia. For Filipinos SMEs, joint venture with foreign distributors, example, furniture makers from Pampanga, partnering with Japanese importers provide both access and cultural insight. Number 4, foreign direct investment, or FDI. Definition: establishing or acquiring business operations directly in another country. This involves full ownership and control, but also requires the largest capital investment. Starbucks as an example. In some mature markets like Japan and the United States, Starbucks uses FDI by directly owning stores and managing operations. This maximizes profit but increases financial risk. Example in the Philippines, Ayala Corporation invests real estate and telecommunications abroad. Example, investment in Vietnam and Myanmar. ICTSI, International Container Terminal Services Incorporated, a Filipino company, directly owns and operates ports across Asia, Africa, and South America. Starbucks expansion case study. Okay. Starbucks global journey highlights flexibility and entry strategies. Number 1, exporting coffee beans, low risk testing. Number 2, the franchising and partnership. This is in the Philippines in early 2000, rapid local scaling. And they did joint ventures in China. So it's cultural adaptation and regulatory compliance. And they did an FDI, foreign direct investment, in the US and Japan, full control and long-term brand equity. This adaptive approach explains why Starbucks has over 36,000 stores worldwide. Key insights for the Philippines. Flexibility is essential. No single entry mode works everywhere. Local partnerships matters, like Starbucks in China. Filipino firms need strong local allies when expanding abroad. Risk versus control trade-off. Exporting is low risk but low control. FDI is high risk but high control. Philippine brands have potentials. Jollibee, San Miguel, and ICTSI prove that Filipino firms can successfully expand globally using this strategy. Okay. So, in a classroom, let's have some suggested activity. Let's have a case challenge. Imagine you are tasked with expanding Red Ribbon Bake Shop in Vietnam. Which entry strategy will you choose? Exporting, franchising, joint venture, or FDI? Defend your choice. Again, imagine, let's have a case study. For example, I asked you, we're going to expand Red Ribbon Bake Shop in Vietnam. What entry strategy are you going to use? Is it exporting, franchising, joint venture, or FDI? Defend your choice. Okay, I hope you learned something, and see you on the next lesson. Thank you for watching.